Hello, people of the Diocese of Bethlehem. Many of you already know me, but for those of you who don't, I'm Josh Davis. I've taught theology and ethics in a number of different settings for several years now. Most of you probably know me from the Stevenson School of Ministry in the Diocese of Central Pennsylvania. But what you may not know is that I have a certificate in permaculture design. And I'll be leading a seminar during the month of May entitled Growing God's Garden, Permaculture for Ministry, Spiritual Renewal, and Creation Care. These 3 sessions in this seminar will be a basic introduction to the principles of permaculture design, specifically for both lay and ordained church leaders. What I hope this seminar will do is make some of permaculture's most powerful insights more readily available to the church, because I'm convinced that they can make an enormous difference for our witness to the good news. This will not be a standard introductory course to permaculture design. This is a seminar that I've put together to show how the principles that guide it can be a valuable resource of practical wisdom for the everyday life of the church, its ministries, and its mission. If you're one of the people who even know what permaculture is, then you probably know of it as a unique approach to gardening and farming. In fact, its name comes from the idea of developing a permanent agriculture. Perma from permanent and culture from agriculture. And what permaculture has done is collect and organize the practical wisdom and scientific knowledge that's been gleaned from centuries of overseeing and nurturing thriving plant and animal life around the globe. But what I like to focus on is the Latin origins of that word culture, which has shades of overlapping meanings that include to inhabit, to care for, to adorn, and even to worship. I focus on these because they're exactly the kinds of things that God commands humanity to do in Genesis 1:28, in that passage that has unfortunately been translated as to subdue the earth and have dominion over other creatures. What it really means is that God gives human beings the responsibility for nurturing the flourishing of the whole of creation. And as the previous verse, Genesis 1:27, makes clear, that is what it means to be made in God's image. Nurturing creation's flourishing is much more, though, than just gardening and farming. It involves working with God to create vibrant, thriving, exciting, inventive, life-giving connections. Connections to our ecosystems for sure, but also to one another, in our churches, and with our neighbors, within the built environment of our cities and our countries. And yes, even with God. And as a wisdom tradition, permaculture can teach us invaluable lessons about all of these relationships. So in our 3 seminar sessions, we'll be exploring permaculture's 12 guiding principles. And we'll discuss what it might mean to apply them in ministry, spirituality, and care for creation. But our focus is going to be on the practical wisdom. So if you join us, you'll have the opportunity to practice permaculture for yourself by putting the principles to work in a small-scale design project for the communities that you serve. Our sessions will meet via Zoom in the evenings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll meet on May 8th, May 15th, and May 29th. You'll have a 1-week break between the second and third sessions. I sincerely hope that you'll be able to join us. I think it will be an exciting time that we'll all learn deeply from. Thank you.